The political standoff between the government and the red shirt demonstrators has been going on for weeks now. So how much longer can they hold out? And what are their living conditions like? We went down to one of the main demonstration grounds for an up-close look at their lives. It's the first time since Sukanya's 8-year-old was born that the two have been separated. I told them to be patient, she says, that I would be bringing back something good. She's in it for the long haul, like the majority of the demonstrators here. For nearly a month now, they have been living in the street. This is your spot. Sukanya has no blanket, mattress, or pillow, just a thin plastic sheet. Packed into a tiny bag are the essentials: toothbrush, paste, and comb. She is just one of the tens of thousands of red shirts demonstrating across the capital. The red shirts want the current prime minister to step down and are calling for countrywide elections. They are supporters of Thailand's former prime minister, Thaksin Shinawatra, who was ousted in a bloodless coup in 2006, and they are largely made up of the country's urban and rural poor. This boulevard runs straight through Bangkok's main upscale shopping center. Fancy malls filled with designer clothes and Western fast food chains. But the bustle of activity here now is of an entirely different nature. There's an endless row of vendors lining the street if demonstrators choose not to go for the free food option. Water, we are told, is a personal expense, but organizers are providing free ice. This is Thailand's hottest month, and it's brutal out here. And of course, an array of red shirt paraphernalia to choose from. Bang says his business is booming. He typically sells souvenirs at large events and says the red shirts, who he supports, have a middleman with a catalog of stuff to choose from. He says the red shirts weren't this organized in the past, but now they are more aware of the needed preparations. A key lesson learned: the need for proper sanitation, especially if crowds are going to be out in the sweltering heat for weeks on end. Makeshift showers, made up of large tubs of water hiding behind a plastic tarp for privacy, and hundreds of toilets have also been provided. And you can always make a quick stop here and take off some of the pressure. Funding, the leadership says, is coming from donations up to 400,000 baht, or $13,000 a day, and demonstrators themselves are shouldering some of their own personal costs. As Sukanya says, no matter what happens, she's not budging, and when she finally is reunited with her 8-year-old son, she will have won the battle for what she calls real democracy. There still seems to be no end in sight to this standoff. Things have been relatively quiet for now because we are still in the midst of the Thai New Year, but that will shortly come to an end, and the concern is that as the demonstrations intensify, so will the violence.